Hey everybody, welcome back to the RC Room. It is me, OG Mikey, and in today's episode we are doing episode number 2 of airbrushing for dummies with a dummy. I am your dummy for this video, and in today's episode it is going to be fender painting. What we are going to learn today is painting a fender into a camouflage paint job. First coat we are going to do is olive green. I'm going to paint the entire fender olive green, and then I'm going to show you about masking. Remember, this is the first coat. You don't have to spray super heavy. You're just looking to put a coat on it. And there we go. That is coat 1. Again, you're going to give this some flash time, roughly about 15 minutes or so. And I will see you in about 2 seconds. Alright, I am back. Let's go ahead and put on another coat. Go. Second coat is on. Not looking too bad. Again, another 15-20 minutes and we'll go for the third and final coat. Alright boys, I am back. Let's go ahead and get this party started. And we're going to put on the third coat. I need to get a couple more drops put in. Nothing crazy. And again, always wipe off your tip. You don't want this clogging. Just waiting. go. Let's get her started. Clogging up a little bit. Give me a second, boys. Alright. Let's get her done. Putting on the last coat right now. What do you think, guys? Olive green done. Next, I'll start to, once this completely dries and cures, I will show you the next step, which is masking. We are going to go with flat black. Alright, ladies, I am back. We have the fender all painted olive green. And now, we're going to look into masking. Now, when you're masking, you want a proper masking tape. You don't want to go and get like painter's tape or the cheap Dollar General or discount stores masking tape. You want a good masking tape. Now, the stuff that I use for this project is 3M. Think what this is, an inch wide. This is just regular masking tape. It is not the best out there. The best that I've come across so far is a Japanese manufactured masking tape. That stuff, it leaves zero residue. It is crisp lines and it grips. But this isn't bad. I mean, as you can see, I did my entire cab in this, and I've pulled it off of areas as you've seen in the previous video and didn't have an issue. It didn't pull off. So what we're going to do today is try to recreate this picture that I'm going to insert now. Alright, the first thing I'm going to do is just lay down the first masking piece, roughly about where I want it to go. And now with this, I don't want the paint to go underneath the tape. So I'm trying to get all of the curves and the wrinkles and such nice and flat. Get it as flat as possible. And let's see. Look, that goes that way. Alright, so let's cut this down a little bit. And again, masking is very, very important. If you get too much, like if your skin is oily and you're not using a good masking tape, yeah, that will not work. That does not work in these situations. It'll just let your masking tape pull up, and you won't get the nice crisp lines that you're looking for. Alright, that looks... It's going the opposite way, but, you know, whatever. Alright. Now, I need to just mask off the rest of just the standard fender, because this is going to be a different color altogether. Okay, so the first color that I am going to do will be the flat black. Now with this flat black, it's going to be done with a spray paint can. The rest will come back with the airbrush. Alright, now I can't just leave these lines the way they are. Camouflage lines are not straight. There are some camouflage that is straight, like going back to the warships of the black and white, but we're not trying to hide in a vast open sea. So I'm going to now just trim out, well, just cut around, trim out, something like that. Nothing crazy, just something very easy I can take my razor blade to and trim it out. Let's see, same with this one. Come down. Something like this. And then come up. Something like that. No, I think I want to go more towards that way. Okay, I like that. That's good, I like it. So now I'm going to go take this off screen, do a little bit of trimming, and I'll be right back with you. Alright, I have it cut out. I'm just scuffing up this paint just so the new paint can adhere to it. Nothing crazy, I'm not sanding anything down, just lightly scuffing this. There we go. Alright, and then now it is time for flat black. And then, I don't know, I might, once it's all done, once I unmask this section, I might go and airbrush black around it to make it a little bit, like, to feather edge it out. I'm not sure. I'll still look at other camouflage designs, see if it's feathered or if it's got rounded edges but sharp. So I'll see you in another second. Alright, ladies, I am back. Now I have a very bad feeling that I did not do the prep work right before I started my last airbrushing session. So let's see how it goes. Alright, so far so good. Okay. Yep. There's a little there. Let's see about this down here. Okay. Okay. I can't really complain about that. Let's do a little bit of touch up. Alright, I am back, and I just threw a coat of matte clear on this, and now when I come back again, you will see how I am masking off the third color. No need to put that on video again. You see now I already did that, so be right back with you. And there we are. It is masked up and ready to go. Let's see about putting on this third color. Alright, let's try this again. And wait the 15 minutes for it to flash and come back with another coat. Alright, I am back. And looking good. Let's put the second coat on. I'm probably only going to put 2 coats on this. I don't see really it needing a third. Alright, there we go. Looks good. she's done for now, and I wait till it dries and then go and pull masking tape off and then matte clear the finish, and we'll be done with this fender and this episode. Alright, this is the last segment of this video. Let's see how good or bad we did. Alright, that line is crisp and nice. Another one. Okay. All right. So there she is. I like it, but it makes me wonder if I should have just went with a 2-color camouflage. I don't know, like right here seems like it's missing something, but again, I know it's not. That's alright. This whole thing is me learning how to airbrush. So, I'm happy with it. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, please list them down below. Like, comment, and subscribe as always. And until next one.